Guess that's good enough for today.
Leonie, I should have known it was you making all this racket so deep into the night.
Oh, hey, Lawrence. Yeah, I usually get an extra session or two in by myself after everyone else finishes their drills. A good mercenary is always ready for battle, you know. There's no telling when one might break out.
So even your mind is as sharp as a blade. Come to think of it, I was relieved to hear you had become a mercenary. And yet, pangs of guilt clawed at my heart.
Huh? Why? What's that got to do with you?
Quite a bit, if I may be frank. Your home, Son, sits nestled firmly within House Gloucester territory. Embarrassing as it may be to admit, I hadn't entirely realized that fact when we began at the Officers' Academy. But once the school shut down, I began to wonder what became of the students who hailed from our lands. I couldn't help but investigate further.
Uh-huh. And that's when you found out where I was from. What I'd been through.
Yes. As the heir to House Gloucester, it is my natural-born duty to concern myself with the well-being of my citizens. It must have been difficult indeed, scrounging up the funds required to attend Garrick Mock. I would hate for someone who has already been through so much to suffer any further hardship.
Well, some of the money we paid the church got back to us when the academy closed, at least. That's pretty much it. Not an ounce of help finding a job. And definitely nothing from the Count. So I started training, sharpening my skills as a mercenary. The rest was luck.
I am truly sorry, Leonie. Allow me to apologize personally, both as your former classmate and as a noble in my father's stead.
Stop that. It's not your fault. I chose to leave my village. I'm the one who decided to try and make it on my own. And I would have been protected by the nobility if I'd stayed in the village, right? But that's not the path I picked. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if more commoners start making decisions for themselves someday.
You mean to say the nobility will become obsolete?
That's not what I said. There are plenty of people out there who still depend on you for protection. That's not going to change. At the same time, I don't think you could keep every commoner safe even if you wanted to. The time we're living through is proof enough of that. So I'm sure you'll get plenty more people who make the exact same choice I did. Probably not for a while, though.
An era of change at the heart of the nobility. Commoners that are no longer content with just being commoners. Ah, the simple joys of a refreshing morning's exercise.
Oh, hey, Lawrence. Kinda early for you, isn't it? What are you doing here?
In truth, I was waiting for you, Leonie. I merely decided to fit in a spot of training in the meanwhile.
For me?
There's something I was hoping to speak to you about. Do you recall our last conversation here? You said, the day may come that more commoners begin to make their own choices, begin to live without relying on the nobility.
Sure, I remember. What about it?
Well, your words were quite shocking to me. I've spent no small amount of time turning them over in my mind since. If you speak true, I wonder how I, as a noble, should proceed.
Huh. And? You reach any grand conclusions?
Well, it is an ironclad rule of the nobility that the commoners living on our land fall under our protection. And yet, some still slip through our fingers. That is simply the state of things in today's world. In a way, you are one of them, though you did choose this path of your own accord.
Hold on. Did you really have to put it like that? I didn't slip through anyone's fingers. I jumped out all on my own.
Well, yes, I suppose you did. My apologies. In truth, I find it exceedingly difficult to stand in the shoes of the everyman while also pushing matters forward as a noble. But if I'm unable to do exactly that, I have no hope of preserving the stability of my territory. As such, I am looking to bring an exceptional commoner into the ranks at House Gloucester to act as my advisor.
That's a surprise. I thought there was supposed to be some huge boundary between nobles and their people.
I assure you, such a boundary still exists. But I've come to realize something of late. As we proceed into the uncertain future, more and more common folk will begin to break free of their defined roles. Such an era will be upon us before long. Your actions are proof enough of that.
Whoa, slow down there. I don't think I'm some kind of great trailblazer or anything.
I've simply interpreted the meaning behind your words. I thank you for leading me to this realization.
Yeah, still not seeing it. I don't need your thanks.
Leonie, I had this idea with your story in mind. As for the commoner I would invite to House Gloucester, the proposal I mentioned earlier, how would you like to fill that role?
I appreciate the invite, really. And I know it's supposed to be this huge honor, but there's other things I want to do in life. My dream is to become a mercenary just like the captain, and I'm already on the road to making that happen. I can't abandon that. I won't.
Very well. I suppose I would not want to stand in the way of your dreams. In that case, I pray you succeed in your endeavors. But I'll be here should you ever change your mind.
Good to know I have a backup. Thanks, Lawrence.
Crivens, Leone, you're alive! I thought you went and kicked the bucket!
And I'm equally surprised to find you on the right side of the dirt. Still hunting for treasure while arrows rain down around you?
I saw you speaking with a churlish-looking man near the gate earlier, Leone.
What, him? Oh, he's just a mercenary I met a while back.
I see. Given his filthy appearance, I thought he might be a wild bandit.
Not hardly. Although, if I'm being honest, he's more of a scavenger than a mercenary.
A scavenger?
Exactly. See, folks like him go to battlefields and loot anything worth a bit of coin that's lying around. Noble folk call them midden men, but that's a pretty lousy nickname.
I've heard tales of such people, but...
Yeah, they live in a different world from you and me. Honestly, you could probably live the rest of your life and never run into another one.
I had no idea.
Hey, don't look so glum. There's nothing wrong with not knowing about that kind of life.
Except that I wish to know more about commoners. But in order to do so, I would need to speak with all manner of different people. Leone, may I ask you something? I once read something that has stayed with me, and I wonder if you might confirm it.
Sure, hit me.
Well, one particular book stated that the cookies and cakes eaten by commoners are not sweet. But then another book claimed that commoners do not actually eat desserts at all. So, do they not eat sweets? Or are the sweets they prefer simply not honeyed?
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I ate plenty of treats as a kid that weren't sweet at all.
I can't even imagine.
There's no way for most commoners to afford the sweets that nobles enjoy. So instead, we eat unsweetened treats. Might be better to call them snacks, really.
Commoner snacks?
They're probably different from what you're used to. They're hard, dry, and look kind of plain. Anyway, you make a rough dough out of whatever grains you have lying around and fry it up. It's basic, but it's filling.
So if I were to become a commoner, I would also eat these snacks. I'd never eat sweet candy again.
Well, not every commoner is forced to live on snacks. I bet you could get your hands on sweets if you were a merchant or an artisan or something. But anyway, you're a noble. Why are you worried?
I'm sorry. It was merely a hypothetical. Thank you, Leone. You were very helpful.
Was I? Huh. Well, if you've got any other questions, feel free to fire away. Oh, and for the record, the kids in my village were always happy with whatever snacks we could get. They were simple, sure, but also good in a weird way. You should try them sometime.
A simple taste, is it? Intriguing. Maybe I should try making one of these snacks and see if Leone wants to eat it with me.
Can't believe I didn't catch anything. Guess it's just that kind of day.
Oh, hello, Leone.
Hey, Marianne. Where are you off to?
Nowhere. I'm just on my way back from the stables. And you?
Coming back from the world's lousiest hunting trip. I didn't even find a single track. And it's the first time I'd been hunting in a while, too. Talk about a waste of time.
Oh, that's too bad. But what is that you're holding?
Oh, this? Just some weeds. Felt bad coming back completely empty-handed. I figured I could use some to fill up my meal, so I went and gathered them. Also grabbed some medicinal herbs while I was at it.
Is that yellow flower edible too?
No, not at all. It's not poisonous, but it's really bitter. It's one of my favorite flowers, though. They're so pretty, don't you think? I saw some blooming and just had to pick one.
Yes, it's beautiful. All those tiny blossoms blooming from it. It seems almost heroic. Merely looking at it gives me the strength to continue living for another day, no matter what obstacles may come.
Can't say I've ever given it quite that much thought. Tell you what, why don't you take it?
Are you sure? After you went and picked it.
Hey, it's just a flower. It's yours.
Thank you. Oh, I'll feel bad keeping this lovely flower all to myself. Maybe I can put it in a bouquet and place it in the mess hall for everyone to enjoy.
You're always so thoughtful, Marianne.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
It's something all right. But speaking of flowers, are there any you want me to keep an eye out for? I can pick whatever you like next time I go hunting.
Well, perhaps some mountain gooseberry?
The little green berries, right? Oh man, I love those. You can boil them up into jam, but I usually just eat the suckers by the handful wherever I find them.
Yes, I was thinking they'd be perfect to feed the birds.
Wait, you're giving them to birds?
I'll eat them too, together with the birds. But there's something you have to watch out for.
You mean the thorns, right? You're pretty knowledgeable about those little guys. Have you picked them before yourself?
No, but the birds told me all about them.
The birds told you. Marianne, you actually made a joke. I love it.
No, it's not... well, I'm glad it made you happy.
Oh boy. I think I'm in over my head here.
Not often I see you sigh, Raphael. What's wrong?
Oh, Leone! I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you have a second to answer a question about bow making?
Sure, go ahead. But you do know that all our bows are pre-supplied to us, right?
No, I get that. Problem is, the ones they give us can't hold up to my muscles. Even if I draw the string back really carefully, the bow still ends up snapping in half.
You snap bows in half? That really shouldn't be possible.
Anyway, I'm trying to make a bow that I can use in place of the ones I keep busting, but I can't seem to get it right.
Well, you've come to the right gal. Give it here.
Thanks, Leone.
Okay, so it's much quicker to reinforce an existing bow instead of trying to make one from scratch. First, you wrap this around here and flex it like so. Then on the opposite end, and there you have it. I used animal tendons, which will absorb the force you place on the bow and make it even more pliant. This should be flexible enough to withstand even the burliest of your pulls. Give it a try.
Oh, wow, look at that! I'm pulling with everything I've got, and it's just fine! Thanks, Leone.
You're very welcome. But say, you're still pretty new to the bow, right?
Yep, but I want to get better, because using it makes my muscles happy.
In that case, I have an idea. I'm currently on guard duty, which means chasing off random bandits and monsters whenever I see them. Why don't you come with me on my next patrol? It'll be a great way to test your new weapon.
Oh, that would be great! You're really incredible, Leone. No one can beat you when it comes to bow stuff.
Well, I was born in a hunting village, so I guess it's sort of my thing. I imagine you've got different talents that just come naturally to you, right? And if I ever find myself struggling with one of your specialties, I'm sure you'll help me out.
You bet! If you ever need a hand with food or workouts, I'm the man for you.
Yeah, I'm a card-carrying member of the Clean Plate Club, so I don't need help in the eating department.
Well then, just come to me if you ever want to put a little beef on your bod.
Got any arrows left, Raphael?
This is my last one.
There are so many wolves. I can't believe we've run out of arrows.
Guess all your archery skill doesn't mean much if you don't have arrows, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. At this point, we just have to take with...
Hang on, Leone. I got this. You've been helping me with archery, so now it's time for me to break out my specialty.
Raphael, that was amazing! You saved us!
It's all because you reinforced this bow for me.
Yeah, but I had no idea that's how you were planning to use it. I mean, you just grabbed it by the end and started thrusting it like a spear. No wonder those wolves ran off. You probably scared them all to death.
I'm just impressed this thing held up to all that punishment. Your enhancement saved the day, Leone. Still, the fact that I couldn't break it means I'll have to work out even harder till I can. Wait, no. That's a bad idea. And yet, my muscles are crying for some good breakage. I don't know, Leone. What do you think?
Hey, your muscles saved our hides, so if you want to smash that bow to splinters, knock yourself out. Still, I reinforced that thing pretty well, so you'll need to come at it with everything you've got. And if you do manage to snap it, I'll keep making new ones until I finally perfect a Raphael-proof bow.
Now that's an idea I can get behind. I'll do what I'm good at, building muscles, and you do what you're good at, building bows. That way, we can combine our powers to be the toughest fighting duo in all of Fodlan.
You may be right. I mean, I'm not sure if we'll be quite the force of nature you seem to think we'll be, but it'll definitely put our strong suits to good use. Say, do you remember what I said when I first helped you reinforce that bow? I told you you'd help me with your specialty one day, just like I was helping you with mine. And guess what? That's exactly what happened today. I think this is the start of great things for us.
I can't wait to see where we go from here.
I'll be counting on you, big guy.
Sand, rain, river? Is he writing of the weather?
Are you all right, Petra? That's quite the noise that just came flying out of your diaphragm.
Linhart, perhaps you can be helping me. This letter is giving me much difficulty.
A letter, is it? I was under the impression that you had no trouble reading the language of Fodlan.
I also had that thought, but this page is not making sense. Can you be reading it for me?
What? Oh, no, I couldn't. This is a private matter. I mean, I don't even know who it's from.
But I cannot be writing back if I do not know what they are saying. Please, do this favor for me.
Oh, very well. Let me have a look. Goodness, no wonder you struggled with this. It couldn't be more archaic. Right, well, let me give this a shot. Yon world is endless sand, and I but a parched grain air upon its bosom. O beauty! Was it the western wind which brought thee hither, merciful rain? Soft, my river o'erfloweth. Petra, is this a love letter?
That is a possibility, but I do not have certainty.
Okay, you definitely should have mentioned that before I started reading this. Well, too late now, I suppose.
Indeed. I am blaming the letter. If no one can have understanding of it, the writer is a waster of paper.
Well, it's not that I don't understand so much as... Look, let me just give this back to you.
You have understanding? You must be teaching me.
Oh, very well. The writer is using archaic speech to express his love for you through metaphor. So much so that I would say they have gone and spoiled the whole thing.
So he has passion? I am pleased, although I have little knowledge of the letter's writer.
Really? From what he's written here, it sounds as if he sees you every day. Also, the letter is absolutely rife with mistakes. Take this passage, for example. I think he mentioned the western wind in an effort to evoke Brigid, but it's actually the southern wind that brings rain. Besides which, the merciful rain is a gift from the goddess. This paramour of yours shouldn't be tossing such sacrilegious comparisons about. And I won't even ask how a grain can be parched, let alone turn into an overflowing river.
The words have richness and color. I wish I could be reading them as well as you.
Trust me, it's nothing special. Well-crafted writing has layers. This just has apostrophes. So, are you planning to write him back?
This has been a most painful lesson of how little I am knowing. I must be reading many books to study the old speech of Fodlan before making my reply.
I sure hope she doesn't plan on writing him back in the same style, or they're going to end up talking right past each other. Oh, goodness, I slept too much. A little fishing ought to snap me right awake.
I am hearing you, Linhart.
Apparently so. Care to fish with me?
Ah! Or what watery expanse whilst our hooked morsel fly? What piscine denizen dost thou... Nay, thou! Dost thou be intending to make thy quarry? In days of yore, I oft partooketh of the angler's art. Yea, forsooth, I was being quite adept. But in this place, thou art knowing thy waters better. Mayhap thou art being my guide? Eth?
Oh, that is wonderful. Is this about that love letter? You did say you were going to study up on the old speech. I was wondering why you were assaulting me with so many thees and thous.
Fodlan's old tongue gives me much more difficulty than the young one.
Absolutely. Most people struggle to even write that way, let alone speak it. I'm in awe of you, Petra. What you've done is very, very impressive. I bet you could scour the continent and only find a handful of people who can form such sentences. I mean, people haven't spoken that way since the goddess herself walked the land.
So speakers of this style are rare? I have been trying with hardness to learn how to be speaking like everyone else in Fodlan. And now I am finding success, but in the wrong century.
I think you should be proud. This only goes to show how much of an aptitude you have for languages. You're not even from Fodlan, and you can out-thou the best of us. That's fascinating. Thou art extremely fascinating, Petra.
I am not understanding the funniness. Do the people of Fodlan truly never speak in this way?
Usually only if they're a professional actor or trying to make a bit of a joke. But perhaps you're about to usher in a major comeback. In fact, I think we should schedule some time for you to coach me, Professor Petra.
Me teaching you? That idea is a wonderful one. You are usually teaching me so many things, and now I can be repaying the favor.
It's almost a shame you've got your life mapped out as Queen of Brigid. You'd make a fine academic. I don't suppose I could talk you into it.
An academic?
Yes, a sort of professional scholar. It takes passion and, more importantly, luck. But you've got both.
I do?
Well, there's no question you're passionate and a hard worker, which just leaves the luck part. And I'd say you live a charmed life indeed if people are dropping you love letters in the middle of a war. Whatever happened with that, by the way?
I gave him my rejection and will never be seeing him again.
What? Really? I'm dying to know more, but listen, just give the academia thing some thought, all right? You'd be perfect for it.
Well, if it isn't the Honorable Count Gloucester, you're looking quite busy today.
Ah, Lysithea. Indeed I am. As Count, I now bear the great burden of ensuring those who live within my territory are safe and prosperous. Such a vital matter requires my leadership in diplomacy, military efforts, and economic measures. Yet I will gladly handle them all to protect my people.
Your burden as a count, huh?
Precisely. Hilda's older brother, the venerable Lord Holst, is also making great strides as the new head of House Goneril. I even hear Margrave Edmund is preparing to hand succession of his title off to our dear Marianne. Yet, now that I think about it, I've heard not a word regarding the future of House Ordelia. When will you be inheriting your rightful title, Lysithea?
I have no intention of doing so. House Ordelia will end with my father.
I see. May I ask your reasoning?
My parents have been subject to one horrible experience after another for decades now, precisely because they are nobility. So I want them to be able to live out their golden years at least, in a little bit of peace, without the responsibilities of the house tying them down. Yet, they would lose everything were the territory to fall into chaos after they vacated the leadership. I'm doing everything I can at present to make sure our people continue to be safe and fulfilled, even once my parents are gone.
You needn't keep all your worries to yourself, Lysithea. I am always here to extend my aid. Please, come to me if you ever need anything at all. You must not be afraid to rely on others, you know. There is no shame in asking for help, especially when it comes to such important matters as one's family.
It's not like I'm ashamed or anything.
Lysithea, if you ask me, I believe you should take the title of Count Ordelia for yourself. You act now for the well-being of your parents, yet you do not let that cloud your concern for the common folk of your territory. Is there anyone better suited for the role than you? In my eyes, no. Something tells me there is another reason, your parents aside, that you refuse to inherit the title. Which is exactly why you must turn to your companions for advice. We are deserving of that much trust, at least, yes? After all, we are all working together to unite Fodlan under one flag. Relying on us is the first step to solving your problems. More than anything, I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, will do everything in my power to assist you.
Fine, fine. But can we leave this discussion until after the war? In the meantime, I'll just have to keep an eye on you to see if you're really as dependable as you say.
Very well. You may witness my dependable nature to your heart's content.
I hope I have the time to.
My, if it isn't Marianne, how is the fine maiden today?
Oh, Lawrence. I'm all right, thank you.
Off to the chapel again? Your devotion never ceases to amaze me.
Yes, I am.
Tell me, do you regret taking part in this war? I was most surprised to hear you were joining our forces, so if you are overexerting yourself for whatever such reason...
I'm not. And I wouldn't say I regret it either.
Hmm?
I had no other choice. When the Officers' Academy shut down, my adoptive father insisted I join the army. I wasn't given the opportunity to say no.
I see. So it is by the will of Margrave Edmund that you're with us.
Yes.
I can only presume he did so as a show of his loyalty to the cause, considering he cannot make much use of his own soldiers. Yet, you do not seem entirely on board with the concept. Are you sure this is what you want? If need be, I would be glad to contact your father and sort this out for you.
Just stop. I'm fine with this. It's not like I have anywhere else to go anyway. This is the only option I have. So please, just leave me be.
Marianne, we are living through an era of immense change. This great war has entangled the three eminent powers in Fodlan, and will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the continent at large. Not to mention we currently find ourselves arm in arm with the Empire. Lester cannot run counter to the rushing torrent of change.
Why are you telling me all this?
Listen carefully, Marianne. I believe this moment in time to be a wonderful opportunity for you to turn a new leaf. I, too, feel pressure to do the same, and I have spent my days reacting in kind. Why don't you and I welcome in this new era together, as changed people?
If only it were that easy. Perhaps things wouldn't be such a struggle. I'm sorry. I will continue to be as I always have. All I can do is pray. If you'll excuse me. Lawrence, I'm so glad you're awake.
This is the infirmary. I see you have been taking care of...
Please, you mustn't get up. Professor Manuela said your wounds aren't too deep. Apparently the blow to your head was the worst of it.
I see. My apologies for all the trouble. To think my outing on the battlefield would end not in glory, but merely in losing consciousness. What is it, Marianne? I am perfectly all right. You needn't worry yourself over me.
No, it's my fault you ended up like this. You shouldn't have saved me, Lawrence. If only I had been injured in your place.
I must have been hallucinating during the battle.
What?
All was well one moment, and the next I felt a sharp gaze piercing my soul. Help me, it beckoned. No sooner had I turned around than I saw you there, the very same words seeming to float across your lips. But it seems my eyes were deceiving me. So you see, the blame for my injuries lies entirely with me. I simply assumed you were asking for my help, and thrust myself into danger to provide it.
No, it's not your fault. Please. To be honest, I truly was asking for help.
My apologies for teasing you so, Marianne. But I know now how you actually feel, and I'm glad to know it was not just a hallucination after all.
For so much of my life, I didn't care if I lived or died, and yet when I saw you there beside me, I realized I did care. I wanted to live.
And that is good enough. Such instincts are only natural. You needn't try to justify it to yourself or anyone else.
Lawrence.
I thank you for opening up to me, Marianne. We will survive this war. Together.
We will. And thank you.
Raphael, pardon my interrupting your fleeting moment of repose.
Oh, hey, Lawrence. You need something?
I do, in fact. To tell the truth, I recently learned how you and your family founded an inn once you returned to your hometown. Yet, you still chose to leave them behind and risk your life and livelihood fighting in this brutal war. I must ask the reason why.
Why? Well, to keep my family safe, of course.
I struggle to follow your reasoning. Would then it not be more prudent to remain by their side?
That's what I thought at first, too. But just being there with them wouldn't be enough. Yeah, I can protect everyone day to day if I'm back keeping watch at the inn. But if me joining the fight on the front lines means we bring peace back to the world, they'd never have to worry another day in their lives. So sure, it's tough being away from Maya through all this. But it'll be worth it in the end. I know it.
I see. Your thinking is correct in part, but it is in part mistaken as well. Staying at the inn to protect your family will not provide them the security you so desperately desire. So long as this war continues to heave along, your establishment will always remain at risk of being consumed by the flames of combat. But you are a commoner, and it is our duty as nobles to protect the ordinary citizens of our territories. There should be no need for one who is not with the military to leave their family and join the war effort. Such tasks are meant to be handled by the nobility. In other words, you should be leaving the defense of your lands to me and my subordinates.
Were you really that worried about me being here? Oh, thanks. But this was my choice. I'll be fine.
No, that is not what I meant, in the slightest. I speak of the obligation we in the nobility have to our people. The weight of war should fall on our very shoulders, while the common folk in our charge should focus on maintaining their livelihoods.
Okay, but I'm still gonna fight no matter what. The toughest people are the ones who should be leading the charge, right?
What I mean is, you're not listening to a word I say, are you?
You don't think I've got what it takes, huh? I got it. Let's compete to see who's stronger.
Pardon? You want a competition?
You betcha. It's the perfect way to find out who's got the real arm muscles around here. There's a bunch of boxes that need to get moved over in the training grounds. Want to see who can carry the most? If I win, you'll have to promise to be totally cool with letting me fight.
No, I must decline. By that token, you will only end up proving your point.
So you do think I'm strong?
Do not misunderstand my intentions. You and I are on completely different pages on this matter. We are practically in two separate genres. But someone like him would undoubtedly prove useful in the heat of battle. But...
Hello? Whatever. I'm gonna go grab those boxes myself. My muscles are aching for a little workout.
As I told you before, I do not have a crest.
Why do you insist on hiding it? It can only mean your crest is somehow...
Please stop.
What's going on here?
Lysithea.
What were you saying about crests? Go on. I study them every day without fail, so this is extremely relevant to my interests. I do hope you have proof of your theory, though. Spewing out unfounded platitudes will just lead to consequences you definitely don't want. I might not look it, but I'm a general in this army.
Well, we were just finishing our conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thank you, Lysithea.
Think nothing of it. I stepped in of my own accord. You appear to hold a secret or two regarding crests.
Well...
No need to answer. We all have things we prefer to keep hidden. Still, your situation hits rather close to home for me. Perhaps too close.
What?
So if you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to ask. We secret keepers need to hold strong with each other after all. Oh, and I'm not saying this because I pity you, but you clearly find your secret painful. In light of this, maybe I've been a bit too harsh on you in the past.
Oh no, you haven't been harsh at all. I'm merely envious of how strong and level-headed you always appear to be. I never would have guessed you hold a closely guarded secret just as I do.
I'm not gonna tell you, if that's what you're after.
Yes, I suspected as much. Still, perhaps you would be willing to hear mine one day? I feel like being around you gives me the courage to finally set it free.
I would be happy to hear you out, and also to help rectify the situation if possible. I know quite a bit about Crest's scholarship. That fool talking to you earlier couldn't hold a candle to me.
Thank you, Lysithea. I already feel a little bit braver.
I'm offering you the full might of my assistance. I hope you can do better than a little.
I mean a lot. I know I'm going to feel a lot braver.
Huh? Where am I?
Good to see you up and about, Lysithea. How are you feeling?
Mercedes? Why are you... What am I doing here?
You don't remember? You collapsed during training, so I carried you here. Professor Manuela said you were sleep-deprived. You were out for almost half the day, I think.
I slept for that long? No! I have to catch up on everything I missed!
I understand your impatience, but you're still quite pale. Why not stay here and rest a while longer?
Thanks for the concern, but I've rested enough.
That's a shame. I suppose I'll just have to throw out these cookies I baked for you.
Cookies?
Yes. I thought we might share them when you woke up.
Well, I suppose since you worked so hard on them... Wait, are you taking advantage of my love of sugar?
I only wanted to enjoy some tea and your company. There, see? I was thinking of rainbows when I baked them.
So colorful. How did you get them to look like this?
Oh, just a few special ingredients. It wasn't so difficult.
Now I'm even more curious.
Please try one. I'm certain you'll like it.
Okay, here I go. It's like snow. It just melts in my mouth and leaves the most wonderful aftertaste. This is honestly one of the most amazing things I've ever tasted in my life.
I'm glad you like them. Oh, and there are plenty more, so don't be shy.
Sure, but more importantly... Actually, wait, I need to eat another one first. Okay, you have to teach me how to make these.
Of course. But let's just enjoy the ones we have here first, yes?
No, you have to teach me right now. I have to know.
Oh, I think the tea is ready. Please excuse me for a second.
No, stop! Don't you dare leave. Can't believe I got so worked up just now. But I really need to know how to make these. Like this? No, it's more like that.
Lysithea, it isn't often I find you in the kitchen.
I could say the same. What are you doing here at this hour?
Oh, I just wanted to bake some treats for everyone.
To improve morale, right? In that case, I'll help. 4 hands are better than 2 and all that.
That would be wonderful. If you could start by peeling this fruit and... Oh dear.
What's wrong?
These fruits have mostly spoiled. I was going to add them for the fragrance, but in this state... Well, it's not like we can go out and buy more, so we'll just have to leave them out.
Just to take stock, what ingredients do we currently have on hand?
Well, we have eggs, flour, sugar, and a very small amount of oil.
Sounds like there's no good substitute for the fruit then. We'll have to get creative.
Do you have something in mind?
I do, actually. If we boil the sugar in a pot...
Thank you, Lysithea. I think everyone will love them. And filling them with that sweet syrup you made was a marvelous idea.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite go-to tricks. But still, I couldn't have done it without you.
Really? I suppose I helped a little, but...
I still dream about those rainbow cookies you made. Ever since I had them, I've spent all my free time researching how to be a better baker. That's actually where I got the idea to make that syrup. So you were more help than you thought.
Oh, but you're always so busy training. Are you sure you're getting enough rest?
Honestly, baking is a nice break. Plus, it's when I'm busy that I need sweets the most.
Well, I'm glad you found your own way to relax.
I still think exercising, studying magic, and daily training are important. But I realize taking breaks every now and then improves my productivity too.
Goodness, you really have changed. You seem more mature now, like a responsible young woman.
I've always been mature, thank you very much.
Well then, maybe you're simply wiser. Like a wizened old grandmother.
Not sure I'd call myself... You know what? Never mind. I'll take it as a compliment.
Lysithea, would you like to have another tea party with me sometime? I'd love to try some of your baking for myself.
Sure. I suppose we could do that. Maybe then you'll finally teach me how to make those cookies. It's already so late. Time sure does fly when you're studying battle strategies. I should get back to my room. It's already almost pitch black out, though. The sun's been setting earlier these days. What was that? It sounds like a man? Probably just Raphael. I've heard him talk about how he trains at night. I'm sure of it. I can't believe I let him scare me like that. I should just ignore him and focus on making my way back. It's so dark.
Oh, hey, Lysithea. What are you doing out here so late?
I was off on my own studying tactics, but then it got really late before I knew it.
Tactics, huh? That stuff just doesn't click with me.
It's difficult for everyone at first, but I assure you the field is rather fun once you get the hang of it. Rather important, too. Determining how to shape your strategy, what formation to put your units in. There are so many moving parts to the subject that once I start thinking about it, I just get lost in my thoughts for hours on end.
Wow, you must be really smart, Lysithea. I love a good muscle workout, but I'm not so sure I can handle a brain workout like you can.
And I can't hold a candle to you when it comes to manual labor. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. We should focus on what we're good at so we can complement each other's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm gonna have to train even more.
Hold on, weren't you just training? It's good to be motivated, but you're gonna bother people if you keep making such weird noises in the middle of the night.
Huh? I didn't train today.
You didn't?
Nope. I always let my muscles rest the day after a rough workout. And let me tell you, yesterday was a rough one. If I go too hard, I go easy the next day, which lets me go even harder the day after that. You got your day off today, muscles, so you better be ready for the pain tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get to bed so I can be ready. You should try to get some shut-eye too, Lysithea.
So that wasn't Raphael? Then who was making those scary noises? Late again. I just get so caught up in my studies. There it is again! No, it must be Raphael today. It has to be. I checked that he'd be training and everything. He even specifically said he'd be doing it after dinner, so... That doesn't make it any less scary, though. I guess he can't help but yell while he trains, but I really wish he'd figure out how not to.
Hey, what's with the creepy voice?
I could ask you the same thing. Do you have to be so loud and booming all the time? The least you could do is keep it down a bit. Raphael! What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm on my way back from my training session. But you heard that weird noise too, right? I tried listening real close to see where it was coming from, but no luck.
Wait. You mean to tell me you're not the one who was making it? And here I'd convinced myself it was you training.
Hey now! My muscles scream during a good workout, but it's nothing horrible like that.
I'm sorry, Raphael. Wait, that's not the point. If it wasn't you, then maybe there really is a ghost.
There!
Oh no! It's here?
Yep, I think it's coming from inside the storage.
I don't care where it's coming from. Just go on and check it out already, Raphael.
Well, okay. But are you sure you want me going alone? I'd be leaving you here all by yourself.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'll stay hidden behind you.
This is the place. Come on, Lysithea. We're going in.
Wait, it's a puppy?
Oh, hey there, little guy. You hungry again? You're a big eater, just like me. The minute you finish one meal, it's straight on to seconds.
Raphael, do you know this dog?
Oh, yeah, he's my eating buddy. Little guy can chomp down 10 times his body weight in food.
Wow, and he stayed so small. Oh, wait just a minute. Shouldn't you have realized it was him earlier? I got all spooked for nothing.
Hey there, Marianne. What's up?
I can't get this poor thing to return to the stable. When I asked what was wrong, she said her stomach is in such terrible pain that she can't even take a step.
Yeah, that sounds like a real pickle.
If we could get her back to the stable, I could examine her and provide medication. But
Step aside, Marianne. It's Raphael's time to shine. I'll get your horsey back to the stable in no time.
yes, but, how exactly?
Easy. I'll get her onto that cart over there and push her back home.
But I highly doubt she'll be willing to get into the cart given her current state.
Ah, it's fine. Just leave it to me. Good horsey. Good horsey. Just like that. See? It's not such a bad cart. And here we go.
Thank you very much, Raphael. I gave her medicine, so she should feel much better soon. It seems she wants to thank you as well.
Oh, you don't need to be thanking me, horsey. I'm just glad you're feeling better.
I hope this isn't rude, but I still can't believe you were able to lift a horse with your bare hands.
Ha ha! Your little horsey there was just the right size to wake up my sleepy muscles. So, what was wrong with her tummy, anyway?
I fear she made a snack of some rotten fruit.
Oof, that's rough.
She's always been a bit of a glutton, I'm afraid. Still, I'm surprised she went so far as to eat something she found by the side of the road.
Ah, she was just hungry and eating what was around. Trust me, I know the feeling. I've eaten a lot of weird stuff before.
Like what?
I don't know. Old hard stuff, fuzzy green stuff. Think I ate some long wriggly stuff once.
Goodness me. And you weren't sick even after eating all of those bizarre things?
Nope. Oh, before the record, I only eat weird stuff when I'm really hungry.
I wish this poor horse had a stomach like yours.
Hey, if you want a strong stomach, all you gotta do is whip those gut muscles into shape. First you do 1,000 crunches, give or take. Then you wolf down as much meat as you can handle. Do that, and you'll have an iron stomach in no time. Give it a few days, and you won't even notice when you eat the weird stuff.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a proper training regimen for a horse.
Oh, that's right. Horses don't eat meat.
But I'm sure she still very much appreciates your desire to help Raphael.
Oh, what'd she say now?
Yes, I see. Apparently she's feeling much better and wants to go for a run in a large open field.
See? She does want to work out. Come on, Marianne. The three of us are going running. 50 wind sprints around the field. Let's go!
Wait, I have to run wind sprints? I'm so sorry I can't let you run free. We'll go for another walk together soon, all right?
Why so guarded, Marianne? Is that how you always greet beautiful men?
Yuri, what do you want?
Oh, nothing in particular. I simply spotted you on the way back from drills and felt like coming over to see what you were doing. I feel like you never leave these stables. Did you ever grow tired of it?
I'm sorry.
It's merely a question. I'm not trying to judge you or anything. Well, this is going poorly already. All I wanted was to make a little small talk and it ended up like this. Are you always this gloomy? It seems you speak just fine around everyone else.
I only know how to make small talk about animals, and you seem to hate them. So, I figured that no matter what I talked about, you would hate it, and me.
Hold on. Why would I hate you? And when have I ever said I hate animals?
Once when I was replacing the horse's hay, I saw you glaring at me from a distance. But if you don't hate animals, then it must be me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sour your mood further. I'll be gone soon anyway.
Look, Marianne. Allow me to clear everything up for you. Firstly, I don't despise animals. I actually like them. Understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, or I'll have to repeat myself forever. Just listen. Second, I don't hate you or even think poorly of you. Although I'll admit that I was somewhat annoyed with you earlier in this conversation.
Then why were you glaring at me before?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you saw it wrong? I don't know when this was, but... Wait. I think I see now. I have a condition of sorts. One that can get aggravated under certain circumstances.
I knew it. My very presence had aggravated you.
I'm telling you, that's not it. I swear by the goddess herself that it's not your fault. Okay?
No, you don't know what I have. Excuse me.
Well, that got us absolutely nowhere. Conversing with the shady lady is almost pleasant in comparison. What did she mean when she said she'd be gone soon? That's a little too ominous to ignore. There you are, Marianne. I've been searching the entire base for you.
Yuri, is something wrong?
This is what's wrong. Where do you think you're going at this hour? You know, I've been worried this whole time that you might actually leave like you said you would.
Oh, no. I'm just walking my horse. I have him tied to the tree over there.
I just can't believe you'd ever think of... Wait, what? You're walking a horse?
We got a late start, but I always take him out on certain days.
Right then. It seems I worried for nothing.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
There's no need to apologize. I'm just glad my worries turned out to be unfounded.
But why are you so worried about me?
Actually, let me ask you a question. Could you turn a blind eye to a friend who says she'll be gone soon, and then can't be found anywhere?
The fact is, I have no worth to anyone here, so...
Okay, knock that off. You've got plenty of worth. For one, there are things you can do that even I can't. In fact, this seems like a perfect chance to show you exactly why I was glaring at you that one day.
Yuri, is something wrong with Dorte?
So, your name's Dorte, hmm? That's a lovely coat you have there. I see someone has groomed you to... Achoo!
Are you all right? Are you better now? What happened?
Isn't it obvious? That sort of thing always happens whenever I get too close to horses or cats. And when the sneeze approaches, my eyes narrow reflexively. That's probably why it looked like I was glaring at you. Luckily, it's mostly just sniffles, so I don't go out of my way to tell people about it. Still, I probably should have told you from the start. Apologies for giving you the wrong idea, Marianne.
No, it's all right. It's really my fault for jumping to conclusions. And I'm sorry you had to pet my horse.
The next time you say sorry, I'm going to glare at you for...
Oh, would you mind if I tried some detoxifying magic on you? I'm not certain it will have any effect, but it may temporarily alleviate your symptoms at least.
Detoxifying, hmm? You know, if this works, it may help one of my lifelong dreams come true.
It would?
Most certainly. I'd love to go on a long trail ride, or pet a room full of friendly cats all afternoon.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just so surprised. Those are truly wonderful dreams to have. And I would love to help you achieve them if I can.
I'd be glad to take you up on that offer. Do you see now why I said you aren't worthless? Now let's do this, Marianne. Hit me with the most powerful magic you've got.
Thank you for joining me on this moonlit stroll, my dear lady.
Thank you for the invitation. I've always been fond of such nighttime wanderings. The moon and stars are lovely, and there are also certain flowers that bloom only at night.
Count on you to know something like that. You'll have to point me in the direction of those flowers sometime.
Yes, well, what did you want to talk about?
Well, I heard you were getting engaged, and I was just wondering how you felt.
Goodness, someone is well informed.
Well, your fiancé-to-be is a noble from Gautier territory. It's only natural word would find its way to me. Are you going to accept? I mean, I don't think he's a bad guy or anything, but...
No, it's a fair question. However, as my adoptive father backs the proposal, I doubt I have much say in the matter. Though if I did, I'd likely refuse. There's still so much I want to do and experience in this world. Still, I doubt there's much hope of the parties involved relenting.
Why not just turn him down like you do all the other guys?
I've refused so many proposals that my adoptive father has run out of patience. And as he's already initiated the marriage discussions, it would be difficult to back out now.
That lowlife doesn't care about your feelings at all. He just cares about that crest of yours.
We don't choose our bloodline, just like flowers don't choose where to bloom. If being married means I will never know want, then I've no right to complain, even if it is not my preferred outcome. You're much the same, yes? People like us have to try to bloom as best we can.
I never really thought of myself as a flower, but I get what you're saying. Flowers are stuck in the same spot for life, whether they like it or not. And if they happen to sprout in a bad area, they're out of luck. But we have legs, not roots. We can go wherever we want, and we don't have to give up on our dreams, so long as we're clever about it.
I see. And what is your clever solution in this case?
Well, if your only goal is to end negotiations with this guy, I could ask you to marry me instead.
I'm not sure I follow. You would marry me, so I don't have to marry someone else?
To be perfectly clear, I'm not making advances on you or anything, but I'm the heir of House Gautier. If I ask you, this other guy will have no choice but to bow out, though I doubt he'd be happy about it. After that, you can do whatever you want. Go work at a church, or ladle out soup, or whatever makes you happy. I won't stop you.
But that would prevent you from marrying the person you love.
Okay, look, it's just an idea. You've got lots of options available to you.
You really do know the ways of the world, Sylvain. I've always admired that about you.
The honor of receiving such a compliment from you lifts my feet from the ground. But seriously, let me know if you need any help. I'm always here for you.
Aw, no! I scared away another one. I know I'm hidden. Why do they keep noticing me?
Of course they will be noticing you, Raphael.
Whoa! Petra! Wait, why did you say of course?
Because you are moving like a giant bear when you are hunting. Even animals without ears are hearing you approach. You must have subtleness.
Okay, but bears are really strong, right? So maybe I should just channel a little more of that. Bear roar! Ah!
This roaring is only making you louder. Now the animals are running even further away. You are hunting rabbits, yes? And foxes? These creatures are not wanting to be friends with a bear.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'd run too if a bear was coming after me like that. So, how do I get more subtle? I mean, how do bears hunt?
Often, bears are not hunting.
Seriously? But they're a couple 1,000 pounds of muscle. You can't bulk up that much and not even flex. It's just not right.
Do not be looking at me. I am not knowing the ways of bulk.
Oh, right. Well, if the bear thing is off the table, what do you suggest? I mean, how do people hunt in Bridget?
Our hunters have much subtleness. They are hiding themselves completely. For you, I am thinking this is not a possibility. But there are many in Fodlan who are hunting with skill, despite not hiding like the people of Bridget.
Really? How?
They are using hounds. Hounds do not have subtleness. But I am not knowing the specifics. We do not use dogs for hunting in Bridget.
You know, I think I've heard of that before. I wonder why dogs are so good at... Oh! Dogs are basically wolves, and wolves are natural hunters! I get it now! So basically, I just need to channel my inner canine.
I do not have understanding.
Oh yeah! My hunting luck's about to improve! Wolf howl! Arr! Arr! There goes another one. This wolf thing isn't working. My howling's getting better, but it's also getting louder. I'll never be a hunter.
I am not agreeing.
Petra? Wow, where'd you get all that game?
And that is why I had the decision to be lying in wait near you.
Well, I'll be. You waited for me to scare all the animals out, then bagged them yourself.
They had such fear of your loudness that they were running in a straight line. Very easy to hit. This is what is called drive hunting. I have been studying the Fodlan way.
Drive hunting, huh?
Yes, Fodlan hunters are using hounds to track their prey and put it into corners.
But we don't have any hounds.
We do not. So, you are being my hound instead.
What? Wait, no! I was being a wolf!
You were saying before that dogs and wolves are the same.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I have been thinking with hardness how I can make you more than just a large man searching the woods for prey. Then, I found an idea. You are the hound. I am the hunter. We will be making a great team and catching lots of game.
Hey, I like the sound of that, Petra. It's nice of you to buddy up and help me with something I've been struggling with.
I am happy to be helping. And I am thinking Raphael-style hunting would find much popularity in Bridget.
Seriously? But you already have so many good hunters there. You really think there's a place for me? Because that would be incredible!
No, you are incredible. You would find enjoyment in Bridget life. We have many delicious meats you cannot be finding here.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's a totally different kind of yummy. Guess I've got to try it and see for myself. The first thing I'm gonna do if I visit Bridget is order a whole platter of food. That'll also be the second thing I do. And probably the third.
You are a true lover of meat.
Oh, and then I'll need to get some training in. Do people in Bridget like working their muscles too?
Our hunters are all needing to be light on their feet. They are not usually training for enlarging their muscles. But maybe farmers and woodcutters are seeking bulk.
I'm really trying to picture this. I mean, most farmers and woodcutters are pretty burly already, so the Bridget variety must be huge. Oh, wow. This is great. Raphael, farmer of Bridget. Raphael, woodcutter of Bridget.
Yes, I am proud of my home. So please come visit. You will always find you are welcome there.
Yuri, may I have a word with you?
Sedith, did you need something? If you want to talk business, we can go somewhere more private.
No, it is nothing of the sort. I happened to see you speaking with a scholar earlier. I'm curious as to the nature of your conversation. You seemed quite absorbed.
Oh, so you saw that, did you? Well, I suppose you would be familiar with the topic. I was trying to learn a little about the legend of the 10 elites.
That is rather diligent of you. I'm impressed.
Nothing diligent about it. I just didn't quite receive the same education as my noble peers. It's said that the goddess granted the 10 elites power in the form of crests, allowing them to defeat the evil that threatened Fodlan. That power freed them from the ravages of age, and even saved them from the brink of death.
So the legend goes. It is also said that some crest-bearers live much longer than those without. There is even a theory which posits that Nemesis, the King of Liberation, lived for several centuries.
Is that so?
I do wonder, however, why such a subject would interest you.
Well, I suppose I can trust you. The truth is, I wanted to figure out who exactly I am. Given your position, I'm sure you know of the crest I bear.
Indeed, I do. I must admit, its discovery upon your enrollment at the Officers' Academy came as quite a surprise. After all, you bear the crest of Oban, which was thought to have been lost long ago.
An exceedingly rare crest. Yet I have no idea where it came from. My mother's status being what it is, I don't have the slightest clue who my father is or where he was from. I'd never once doubted that I was my mother's son. But then I found out about my crest. It's made me question everything I've ever known about myself.
I see. So you yourself do not know the origin of your crest.
But then I'd heard the 10 elites weren't born with their crests. So I figured that would be a good place to start digging.
No matter the nature of your crest, I am certain it was bestowed upon you by the will of the goddess. Do not resent the power that dwells within your blood. Cherish it, and you shall find your way.
You sound just like the scriptures, but I appreciate the encouragement. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. I really thought that was it for me. I can't believe I fell for that trap behind enemy lines.
It was certainly an uncharacteristic blunder. However, you have returned safely, with your life intact.
I can hardly believe it. Part of me keeps wondering if I'm really still alive. I've had my share of brushes with death, but that was definitely the second worst.
Oh? What was the first?
An illness swept through my village when I was really young. We didn't have access to a doctor, or the money to pay one.
Ah, the plague that ravaged Fargus. At the time, the entire kingdom was struggling mightily to contain it, or so I have heard. Its foul clutches claimed even the Queen of Fargus herself. It is incredible that you survived without the aid of a physician.
You're telling me? Honestly, if that old man hadn't saved me, I wouldn't be standing here now.
This old man you speak of, was he a doctor?
No, at least I don't think he was. Just some feeble old stranger my mother came across. He could barely even walk on his own. So we took him in, and made sure he was cared for. And I caught the plague. And of course, there was nothing my mother could do about that. That's when the old man saved me. I have no idea what kind of treatment or medicine he used to do it.
Is that so? And where is this elderly gentleman now?
Oh, he passed away a long time ago. I told you. This was back when I was a kid.
I see. Then it is as I thought. Your story reminded me of something, actually. One of the 10 elites was originally afflicted with a terminal disease. After receiving their crest, this individual made a full recovery. Or so the story goes. Perhaps it is more fitting to call it a fairy tale.
I'm not sure I completely follow. Are you saying that old man saved my life by giving me the power of a crest?
I am simply saying the possibility exists. Alas, I cannot know for certain.
Hold on. It does actually kind of make sense when I think about it. But if that's true, it would mean that old man was an apostle of the goddess or something. Which means I might live to be ridiculously old, just like the 10 elites, right?
Regrettably, that elderly gentleman has left this world, so none can confirm nor deny that. However, what is certain is that he saved your life. You should treat it with care, whether on the battlefield or elsewhere. After all, we have but one life to live.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the advice. I still have plenty of things I have to do before my time is up.
You would do well to head back and get some rest. My apologies for keeping you. You always cursed the blood that flowed through you. But in the end, it saved that child's life. It brings me great relief to know that you found salvation in your last moments. Oban, my friend, be at peace.
You have something to say, or do you just like staring at me?
Merely thinking about your brother, that's all. I only caught a glimpse of him at Aryan Road, but he was nothing like what the rumors suggested.
You mean the ones about the eldest son of a noble family falling from grace? Taking up a life of banditry and wanton destruction?
The very same. They say he was a foul knave who stole not to survive, but because he took such great pleasure from the act. Still, I suppose one shouldn't take such rumors at face value.
Actually, there's a fair amount of truth to what they say. At least there was, up until 2 years ago. Yet still, His Majesty thought it was wise to recruit him to our side, and somehow managed to do just that.
Yes, I hear he wooed your brother with the chance to demonstrate how the Crestless can still make something of themselves. His honeyed words drew him in, at which point he began to play the man's inferiority complex like a mandolin.
Seems like you're more cunning than I realized. You really have eyes and ears everywhere, huh?
You're one to talk of cunning, springing as you do from the loins of Margrave Gautier himself. I know you've been keeping tabs on my every move.
What?
In my line of work, one learns to pick up on hostile presences rather quickly. From the day we met, you've been waiting for me to take one wrong step so you can cut me down. I'd heard the heir of House Gautier was nothing more than a base philanderer, but it seems that rumor isn't completely true either. Just look at you, having the gall to call me out while you hide behind the murderous grin plastered on your face. I know you've killed without hesitation.
Hey, we've all made mistakes. There's no need to rehash the past. And what's this murderous grin you're talking about? What would that even look like?
The fact you aren't conscious of it makes you all the more dangerous. Unless that pained grimace just now was also part of your act. Regardless, that crest-bearing fool nickname you picked up seems woefully inappropriate for one of your caliber. It's clear you inherited your father's cunning, and then some.
I'm not sure whether to take that as a compliment or just start sobbing.
The former. There aren't many in Fodling capable of winning my true respect. For my part, I'll watch where I step, lest I end up with one of your blades lodged in my back. All right, that should do it. Sorry for pulling you into this, Sylvain.
Hey, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I can't believe I didn't pick up on the fact we had spies in our midst.
Oh, I'm just especially attuned to sensing such people. What with my line of work and all. They seemed quite adept, save for the fact they were just as poor at hiding their hostility as you.
Or maybe you're just way too perceptive.
Merely years of practice, I assure you. Still, I was surprised to see how eagerly you set about clearing those spies from our midst. Never thought I'd meet someone who'd jump at an invitation to purge spies as readily as he would a lunch date with a pretty woman.
Well, time is of the essence with this kind of stuff, and Dimitri surely won't mind that we only let him know after the fact. We have to win this war, and nothing loses a war faster than a leaky ship.
Yet even superior intelligence can be overturned by brute force. Take Aryan Road, for example. I was so certain we had achieved total victory, and then...
Yeah, that was a hard-won battle. We'd never have made it without my brother and the Knights. Speaking of which, it's still a little weird to trust my back to a guy who was so recently trying to jam a sword into it.
I understand your qualms. In fact, I'm surprised you never hunted me down yourself to seek revenge for your brother's death.
It's all water under the bridge if you joining helps us win this war. I just didn't know if I could trust you at first.
And now? Have I proven worthy of that trust?
Certainly. Your perceptiveness really saved our tails this time. But don't forget that I'm sworn to protect this place. And you know exactly what'll happen if you decide to switch sides.
You're actually quite the loyalist beneath all that flippancy. I admire such sensibility, believe it or not. But you may rest easy. I have no intentions of betraying you. In fact, I look forward to a lasting friendship with the future Margrave.
I'd like that. And I kind of appreciate how you see right through me. Saves me the trouble of trying to beat around the bush, you know?
It sounds as if we forged a mutual respect. Perhaps I might even agree to go out with you sometime. So long as you don't use any more of your awful pickup lines from the first time we met. Oh, how did that one go again? Ah, yes. Hello there, my adorable little chickadee. Care to let this rooster into the hen house?
Look, I already apologized for mistaking you for a girl, so you can quit bringing it up now.
And give up such an embarrassing tidbit on the next Margrave Gautier? Never! Besides, I never asked you to apologize. You are not the first to make that error, nor will you be the last. And frankly, a date with you would likely prove a very interesting experience. There's no better way to secure one's future than by attaching oneself to a dashing Margrave-to-be, after all.
Whoa, you just put my chickadee line to shame. Is it weird that I'm kinda into it?
Take note, Sylvain. This is how it's done.
I think I'm at least starting to get how you've risen so far so fast. I'm definitely glad you're on our side. Anyway, here's to seeing where the future takes us.